What's up, guys? This is Black Scout Survival, and today we're going to be talking about shelter considerations in a escape and evasion situation in the wilderness. And you know, main thing is going to be BLISS. It's a military acronym taught at SEER school, and it means blend in, low silhouette, irregular shape, size, and secluded location. These the acronym BLISS, this will help you keep your camp hidden when you're behind enemy lines and hostile territory. In a bug out situation is a perfect example of when you should use this in case people are going crazy or whatnot. But I will also talk about some tips and techniques to use when living in your camp and when moving about around your camp that will help you remain undetected. But let's go ahead and get to it. All right, guys, so we're talking about our shelter considerations, escape and evasion situation. I want you to see right here the sun is beaming through the canopy of the forest right here into this spot here. This would be a terrible place to build your shelter because you're in the sunlight. You will cast shadows with movement and by what you're doing as far as shelter. So now you can see, and I probably wouldn't put my shelter here in a real situation, but because I want to give an example from light to shadow. You can see I have a military poncho in here. Military poncho to blend in. Okay, you don't want to use something orange or brightly colored, obviously. You want to use something that blends in like camouflage. This is a poncho. You want to be in the shadows because the shadow, you're going to cast the shadow. So being in the shadow, you won't cast the shadow being in the sunlight. A regular shape, you notice I don't have a A-frame here. I don't have, a lean-to or anything like that because the human eye can spot geometrical shapes easily in the forest. So a regular shape. Now, low silhouette, it's low to the ground. It's not high up in the sky to silhouette myself across the tree line. If you can kind of like silhouette and see trees and stuff like that. You don't want anything above that where natural vegetation grows. You can see about good 5 to 6 feet is where the natural vegetation grows here because this is unkept land. Okay, size is small. Most survival shelters are small because you want to maintain that body's core temperature. And secluded location. I'm not sitting out beside a road or something like that. I'm trying to be secluded up inside something. Nobody really wants to come into all this spider webs and stuff like that. This probably, nasty spiders. People don't want to come in here. The other thing, when you're using, if you use your poncho or some kind of military tarp or canvas or something like that, it's great, but you still want to break it up, with natural vegetation. So you can put, natural vegetation over the top of it like this or stuck in the ground. You just want to make sure that one, you can see the undersides of these leaves. You don't want that because from a distance you can see that because you see leaves grow like this. You want them to face this direction like they're growing down. Okay, so you also want to keep an eye on this and make sure it doesn't wilt and that you change this out periodically whenever it needs to be. All right, guys, so when building shelters, if you don't have stuff or you need vegetation, and let's say you got to cut something down, okay, I want you to notice something. Now, people can see this. You don't even have to be a tracker or trained or anything. You'll see cut limbs like this. So what you do to disguise this is you can take dirt and just dirty it up like this right here, and it's less seen to the eye. And if you need to, you can take a little saliva and kind of make it stick on there like that. So now it blends in and won't be easily seen to the eye. Okay, guys, so a few more considerations as far as your shelter. Like I said, you don't want to use big shelters and stuff like that. To go along with that, if you see man-made shelters, you definitely do not want to go there. If you see like some old desolate cabin out in the woods or something like that, you don't want to go there because that'll be the first place people look, And the thing is not everybody is going to be looking for you are highly skilled trackers. I know a lot of times people want to, you know, live in this fantasy world where they got a bunch of highly skilled trackers. If you just do a few smart things like the Bliss, like keeping your branches that you cut or foliage that you cut from destroying it. Don't take, like if you come to get something from like an area, don't take it all from one tree or one bush or whatnot. Move around and spread it around. And you really don't want to do it inside your campsite because that'll kind of give it away. You know, do it outside and do it very sparingly. Like if you're getting berries or something from a bush or firewood, don't get it from all in one location because that'll show signs that someone's been there. You also, whenever you're, you know, using fires, first off, in an escape and evade situation, you never want to use a fire unless you absolutely have to. Me personally, I would drink bad water before I even boiled it in a escape and evade situation. That's why I carry water purification tablets, and that's why I always say that boiling water is a last resort. You know, I'm a former military, and I've deployed and you know, lived military lifestyle. We don't start fires in bad areas. People that play bushcraft out in the woods, they can boil water if they want, but real deal scenario, you don't do that. Carry some other alternate means to purify your water. Also, if you do use a fire, it needs to be very small and it needs to be in a hole, Dakota fire hole, and we have a video on that, and I'll put the link up here. And keep a secluded fire. But you know what I mean, don't decimate your area. Keep it looking the way it is. Bliss, blend in, low silhouette, irregular shape, size, and secluded location. And just remember, be smart. Camouflage your body and equipment. Remember, noise and light discipline. But check out blackscoutsurvival.com for more tips and tutorials. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.